Hey fam, what's good? What's good? I hope that you're all well and keeping safe. Welcome back to another episode where I'll be sharing my outlook on this beautiful pair called Nasdaq. Okay, so without wasting no time, let's get into the breakdown. So, starting off from our weekly time frame, we can see in overall we have been quite bearish, right? We have been quite bearish. We have been creating this nice lower high over there. So we are clearly bear in structure. So me, Diego, I am waiting for some sort of another lower high for a potential move back towards the downside. So what are you saying? I'm currently saying that I am in overall still bear on Nasdaq. Okay, I'm in overall still bear on Nasdaq. But what is my outlook for this up and coming week? So we can see that we basically had a nice shift towards the upside over here, right? So if I can just box out this area over here, serving as an area of support, we tapped into it again and we had a nice shift back towards the upside. Even if I can extend it to the left, we can see we had multiple respects at this area, right? So this is a strong area of support. It's a strong area of support. Now, if I can basically just have a nice horizontal line thrown out like this, we can see that we are currently tapping in a strong area of resistance, right? We can see that this area basically served as an area of resistance, support over there, support over here, support over there. We broke below. Now we are currently tapping back inside this area. So, since we are basically tapping inside this area, since I can see that, when we tapped into this area, we had some sort of a rejection back towards the downside. When we tapped inside this area, we had a rejection to the upside, right? So price basically just moved in the opposite direction. So for this week, I am currently expecting some sort of a nice pullback for a potential continuation move back towards the upside. So if I can scale down to my daily time frame, we can see that we are currently tapping inside a area of resistance over here, right? So if I can box it out for you guys, just like that, boom, we can see that once we basically broke below, we haven't came back for the retest, as we are now currently retesting this area over here, right? So I am expecting some sort of a pullback for a potential continuation move back towards the upside. So on Monday, if we can basically have some sort of a rejection from this area, I would like to see some sort of a closure below this area over here. Hey, if I can just do it nice. See this area over here that is now currently serving as an area of support. Okay, serving as an area of support. We had basically a nice little range market inside this area, as you can see, right? We've been ranging within this area over here. But if we can see, well, if we can find ourselves on Monday having some sort of a rejection, having some sort of a closure below this area of support and make this area an area of resistance, this would be a strong indication that I can find myself looking for selling opportunities, right? So I'll then just wait for some sort of a rejection for a potential continuation move back towards the downside. Okay, now if I basically want that correction back towards the downside, my 4 hourly time frame has to go hand in hand with my bias. Okay, so if I can scale down to my 4 hourly time frame over here, I can see that we are currently still what is my market structure telling me? We can see that we are currently still having this nice higher high to a market, then creating another higher high over here, basically saying that our structure on our 4 hourly time frame is still bullish, right? So if I basically want some selling opportunities, I want structure to change from this bull market to a bear market. Basically, this could be some sort of a nice little just a change in structure in general, basically creating a nice lower low over here. Then I will be waiting for some sort of a rejection, well, a correction for another continuation move back towards the downside. So if we're gonna find ourselves having that nice rejection, where can our targets be? Where can we find ourselves having our targets? Our targets could be at this area over here, as you guys can see, right? My apology. As you guys can see, right, once we basically broke above this area, we haven't came back for a retest. So this could serve as an area where we can find ourselves having some sort of an retest for a potential continuation move back towards the upside. But can you guys also see, right, Nasdaq also loves trend lines. Okay, we can see that we do have this nice little low over here, low, higher low over there. So find yourself having a nice trend line thrown out from this area, just like that. Boom, just like that. So if we can find ourselves having some sort of a rejection, this trend line, could serve as a target as well, where we have our first touch, second touch. So we can find ourselves potentially have a nice third touch over here for a potential continuation move back towards the upside. But if you're gonna have a break, wait for some sort of a rejection before looking for any selling opportunities. Okay, so for this week, I'm expecting some sort of a nice pullback towards the downside before having any upside potential. But if we're just gonna have some sort of upside potential, hey, I will stay away from the markets. Okay, so that's literally my outlook for this up and coming week. I hope you guys have a clear understanding of what I basically just went through. If you like this content, please do hit that like, please do hit that sub button. I will highly appreciate it, as well as the YouTube algorithm. It's me, your boy D. I'll see you in the next one. I'm out.